The BC SPCA says it is planning to take more than 200 cats and kittens into its care, and they're all from the same Houston, BC home. It's an enormous amount of cats for one household to have, so our Liam Britten is here to explain how this happened. Liam, exactly what happened here?
Quite a few cats, and according to the man who had these cats, and 298 by his count, it started off as his attempt to do a good deed for animals, but it spiraled out of control when the cats kept multiplying. Bruce Robinson told CBC that in 2020, around the start of the pandemic, he had 2 pregnant cats dropped off on his home driveway in rural Houston. That's a small town between Prince George and Prince Rupert. He also started seeing people giving away cats in town and felt like he had to take them in. And neighbors started dropping off animals on his property.
It was okay for a while, but then when there was no money and, I started, the first shocker was when I had 12 cats had kittens all in the same day, and then 5 more the following day. And I don't know if you understand, but it's a circus that nobody's ever really can control when you got that many.
So he claims he was spending around $3,000 every month on the cats. 28 kilograms of food a day, 10 litter boxes to clean. He says he even lost 40 pounds just taking care of them all. He lost his job at a Canfor mill a while back and says he had no income. He said he had a nervous breakdown, and that's when he knew he was in trouble. So he called the SPCA to get the cats into their care.
And Liam, what is the SPCA saying about this?
Well, like I think a lot of people would be, they're expressing astonishment at the situation. It's a case, they say, where a person with a big heart got overwhelmed. And the cats were well cared for. They had good weight and they're sociable. But the SPCA says they haven't taken in this many cats at once since the 90s. And it will be an expensive undertaking.
One cat in our care can cost the organization anywhere between $450, $700. That's in our care. Multiply that, you can just $90,000. I have no idea. I have no idea.
So the plan is to get the animals into a large building, which they don't yet have and are seeking, to assess them all, vaccinate them, spay and neuter them, and then send them around the province to be adopted. Now, Robinson is not facing any penalties for this. He says his situation is a cautionary tale about getting in over your head, and he feels ashamed for how this all spun out of control. Janelle, I'm sure there are plenty of us who want to have hundreds of cats at one time, but maybe this spells out why it's not such a good idea.
Thank you so much. The CBC's Liam Britten reporting.